Thank you, Dominic. Well, the suspect accused of the shooting death of a 16-year-old in Fort Smith was in court this morning. 18-year-old Donnie Warner is facing first-degree murder and aggravated robbery charges. It's been more than a week now since that deadly shooting, and police are still searching for another suspect. 19-year-old Jasmine Johnston is also wanted on first-degree murder and aggravated robbery. Police say she is considered armed and dangerous. Well, Kinetic, the company that provides internet and phone services to many Arkansans, says copper theft is on the rise in our area. The company says more than 2,000 feet of communication cable has been stolen in Washington and Madison counties over the past few weeks. Kinetic is now offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest and conviction.
We've seen an explosive growth, several 100% higher than the normal average. What worries me most is that we have customers, fellow Arkansans out there, that if they need life-saving support from 911, they can't reach that. And that is a significant issue that all Arkansans should take seriously.
Kinetic is accepting tips through its hotline number there at the bottom of your screen. Well, an immigrant advocacy group is explaining its call for a boycott of the Taneytown Grape Festival. The 127th annual festival is set for next month at St. Joseph Catholic Church. Now, IRA says the boycott is over Taneytown police joining the 287G program with ICE. The program allows local officers to help enforce federal immigration laws. The group says having Taneytown officers provide security at the event raises concerns for some families. Well, the festival responded on social media saying it is organized by St. Joseph Catholic Church and it is separate from the city of Taneytown. Organizers say some city officers are hired for security, but the festival does not fund the city. You can find both full statements on our website, 5newsonline.com. Well, a small Sebastian County community is getting a major investment to improve its aging water system. Hartford has been awarded nearly $500,000 through a state grant to update water infrastructure city leaders say has been in place for decades. The money will allow the town to replace its gravity-fed water system with a pressurized system, install thousands of feet of new water lines, and replace aging hydrants and valves.
When we change the pressurized system and hydrants that are damaged, we give everybody a chance to have a better insurance rate possibly. Higher water pressure in general, no matter the elevation that you live in, because it is a pressurized system.
The city expects to begin the design phase next month. Construction expected to be completed within the next 9 months to a year. A change in Arkansas law is allowing nonprofit hospitals to open retail pharmacies for the first time. Mercy celebrated the opening of its new pharmacy in Rogers this week. Last year, lawmakers removed a long-standing ban that prevented nonprofit hospitals from holding retail pharmacy permits.
For us, it's all about ease of access for patients. So there's gaps in care. We know that in healthcare. So pharmacy and having a pharmacy here on campus allows our patients at discharge, after surgery, to have their medication in hand as they walk out the door.
The pharmacy is open to the public, and it's not just for Mercy patients. Mercy Hospital in Fort Smith will also open a retail pharmacy on July 20th. Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families says at least 20% of Arkansas children live below the poverty line. As families are getting ready for the new school year, many are struggling to afford basic school supplies. 5 News reporter Claire Everbach shares how one local program is seeing this need grow.
The Samaritan Community Center in Rogers has hosted Backpacks for Kids for 26 years, but organizers say that this year, the demand stood out. Thousands of tickets were claimed faster than they expected, a sign they say more families are needing help. Backpacks for Kids takes place every year at Arvest Ballpark, where children receive a free backpack filled with grade-appropriate school supplies. The center began distributing tickets in June, but all 3,000 were claimed much faster than expected. Shannon Green has helped lead the event for 16 years. She says rising costs are making it harder for many families to afford even the basics, and this program helps take one expense off their plate.
We gave out, I would say, probably about 800 just in the first day, and we gave out all 3,000 8 days. That shows and tells me something that there's a lot of families that are needing that support.
Green says while this year's event is full, the need for school supplies doesn't stop when school starts. The center is always accepting donations, and they say their doors are always open to anyone who needs it. In Rogers, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
A closely divided Senate is considering the president's nomination of Todd Blanche for Attorney General. Blanche, a former federal prosecutor who served as President Trump's personal attorney, has been acting AG since the ouster of Pam Bondi. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are now questioning him about his independence from the White House and the handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
President Trump's Attorney General pick Todd Blanche faced the Senate Judiciary Committee for the start of a 2-day confirmation hearing.
The Senate has already judged your fitness for high office and confirmed you as the department's second in command. Today, we consider you for a promotion.
Serving in the Department of Justice was my American dream.
Democratic lawmakers questioned whether the president's former personal attorney can maintain independence.
Since you were confirmed, the Department of Justice has literally violated dozens of court orders to advance the president's agenda.
Senators on both sides grilled Blanche on the proposal for a $1.8 billion fund to pay victims of DOJ investigations.
There is no weaponization fund. The weaponization fund is dead. It's not moving forward.
But just to be clear, the President of the United States, who is the plaintiff in this lawsuit, has not agreed in writing to delete the weaponization fund.
Lawmakers also pressed the acting AG on his role in releasing millions of DOJ documents in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation after a bipartisan effort to force transparency. Some of Epstein's victims were on hand. Senator Dick Durbin of Illinois says they have not been able to meet with Blanche.
Will you meet with these 10 survivors? I'm asking you on the record.
If they have lawyers, as you know, I'm prohibited from meeting directly with them. I have met with counsel for survivors, as has many people in the Department of Justice.
Acting Attorney General Blanche has vowed to investigate anyone who is suspected of committing crimes connected to Epstein. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.